Good morning. This is Ron at Lake Gregory Weather, and it is Saturday, November 22nd, at around 7:22 in the morning. And this is a live shot from the webcam here at the south shore of Lake Gregory. And as you can see, it's kind of foggy and drippy. Not really any rain coming down at the moment, but there is some drizzle. But it is pretty windy. I've got winds out of the north, anywhere from 5 to 25 miles an hour this morning. And I got a temperature of 40 degrees. The humidity, of course, is 99% because we're pretty much fogged in. And taking a look up on the rim this morning, this is what it looks like at, this is Highway 18. That's 189 back there, and Lake Gregory shoots off this way. And it's totally clear up there as of 7:10 this morning. And again, we have gusty winds up there, and we'll check those wind speeds here. Alrighty, well, the wind speeds up on the rim, they weren't available at this time, so we'll move on to the infrared satellite view. And this is what is happening at the current time. We're located right up in here. The center of the low is down here off of northern Baja, and the winds that are wrapping around this low are bringing in additional clouds and some moisture, mainly to the desert areas to our south. Big Bear might pick up some stuff. They're located right up in here. Maybe some snow flurries today, and a few rain showers around the area, but most of the precipitation is going to remain as it looks now out in this area, which is going to be south of Big Bear and east and in the San Diego area. The snow levels today are going to be hanging around 6,500 to 7,000 feet today. So the snow will be confined mainly to the Big Bear and the higher areas around the mountains. And this area of low pressure will be getting, this is the jet stream up in here. You can barely see it, but this is the polar jet up here. This is kind of a cutoff low type of event. And it'll move to the east starting tomorrow. It'll be picked up by the building ridge that's going to be developing out here over the Pacific Ocean starting tomorrow. The snow levels are indicated here mainly by this blue line. That's the ensemble members line right here. So we're looking at, this is about 7,000 feet right here. So the freezing level is going to remain pretty high. We could see snow flurries about 1,000 feet below the freezing level. That's about how long it takes for snow to return back to liquid precipitation in most cases. So we can still see snow flurries down to, again, like I said, 6,500, 7,000 feet. There may be some embedded cells as this low moves east in the circulation. But mainly just a few snow flurries out towards the east and over the Big Bear area, and that's pretty much it. Over here in Arrowhead, Crestline, Twin Peaks, I'm not really looking for any accumulation of anything today. We may pick up a few showers, but as it looks right now, we shouldn't see too much of anything other than a lot of wind and foggy skies. This is the 500 millibar forecast by the Euro models, and we'll go ahead and pick it up this morning at 7 o'clock. And this is what it looks like. That low is going to move across the northern Baja. This will be by about 5 o'clock tonight, and we'll be up here on this northern edge of this cutoff low as it starts picking up heading east. This is that ridge of high pressure I was talking about that'll be building out over the Pacific and eventually over Southern California through the week ahead. So we're going to be looking at some good weather once this low gets out of here. And there it goes. This is Sunday, and you can see the circulation around this low. It's going to be counterclockwise, and then the circulation around this ridge is going to be clockwise. So we're going to have some upper level support of northerly winds starting. Well, it's already started now. We're getting, I'm getting gusts up to 20 miles an hour here at the south shore of Lake Gregory. But these winds are going to be with us for a few days. We're going to actually have a Santa Ana develop, and again with some upper level support. So we can expect to have Santa Ana type winds on and off from Monday through Thursday across all of Southern California. So we'll go ahead and move forward with this 500 millibar chart. And this is the ridge building over the area Monday, and we'll just go right on through to, here's Wednesday at say 5 o'clock. And we've got a pretty healthy ridge over us. This is going to bring much warmer temperatures to all of Southern California. So again, not to reiterate, but it's going to be a nice warm week, and temperatures are going to be coming up. We're going to have those north winds. They're going to be plaguing us on and off, a little Santa Ana going on, but temperatures will be nice right on through Thanksgiving and beyond. So that's as far as this goes. We'll take it to Friday, and we're really in a pretty zonal flow right up until Saturday morning. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the daytime forecasted max temperatures around Southern California. And this is going to be for today. And we're looking at about the 70s out here in the desert, southwest, and then across like Los Angeles, San Bernardino. Going to be in the upper 60s today. And then as we head down the road here, this will be for tomorrow. And again, we're looking in the 60s, upper 60s, low 70s for the most part across the area. Now, these Santa Ana winds that we're going to have are going to help to boost the temperatures in the valley some. So we'll go to tomorrow, or Tuesday, I mean. And as those Santa Ana winds are developing, coming up out of the Great Basin up in this area, blowing across the Southern California area, temperatures are going to raise up into the mid 70s on Tuesday. And then for Wednesday, we're going to be in the upper 70s here in the San Bernardino area, and out towards the coast, it's going to be in the low 70s, low to mid. And if you're going out there to the Salton Sea or somewhere down in that area, Palm Springs, we're looking at close to 80 degrees by Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to hit the 80s out there in the Palm Springs area. And San Bernardino is going to be in the upper 70s. And then Friday, we start cooling down a little bit. Saturday, Sunday. And by Monday of next week, December 1st, the mountains are back into the 40s again. So that's how that looks temperature-wise through the week. So speaking of temperatures, I might as well check out the current temperatures that we have right now across the mountain areas. And up in Lake Arrowhead, we're in the upper 30s. 37, 38 degrees, 36 along the rim. Down here in Crestline, at my location, I've got 39 degrees. And that seems to be pretty much the norm. You get up along the rim here, in a couple areas, it's 35, 38 up by Playground Drive. And as you start heading downhill, this is Panorama Point, 48 degrees. And over here in Running Springs, we're in the low to mid 30s for the most part. And the winds across the area, as you can tell by these little flags right here, is 20 miles an hour out of the northeast. There's 25 miles an hour over here at Heaps Peak. And up around Pilot Rock and those areas, looks like it's around 5 to 10 at the moment. Here's Pilot Rock, 15 mile an hour winds out of the north. So it's pretty gusty winds, pretty solid out of the north. Check this one out right down here. Cloudland Truck Trail. Oh, this would be Marshall Peak. We've got 40 mile an hour winds, 40 knot winds, I should say, coming out of the northeast. So it's really windy in the upper Waterman Canyon area and through that zone. So if you're heading down the hill, not only is there going to be fog, rocks, and whatever else today, it looks like it's going to be really windy. So plan accordingly. And another note, this is the 24-hour rainfall amounts. And looks like it's pretty solid along the rim up there because of the fog. They got a little extra drips out of the air, but generally a tenth of an inch or less. Right here at my location, I had 300ths of an inch in Crestline over here. And looks like Twin Peaks got 400ths of an inch. North side at the hospital, 200ths of an inch, and so on and so forth. Rain Springs got a little bit more, but this number here reflects some snow melt or ice melt, I'm sure, wherever this location is. And Rain Springs, probably up by School Road. It looks kind of like suspect. So that's what we got in the way of rainfall at the moment since 7 o'clock yesterday morning. So we'll go ahead and play the forecasted rainfall for the area. California, that is. And you can take a look. This green area here represents the rain, of course. And it's by dBs, and that's what this is right here. Any of these green layers are pretty light precipitation. When you get up into the yellow and red, it indicate heavier rain and possibly thunderstorms or hail. So we'll just go ahead and run this starting at about 10 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning. There we go. And as you can see, this thing's dissipating. There'd be a couple of scattered showers possible. But basically all this moves out here. This is early Monday morning, and it's completely gone. So that's what we got to look for today. So this is a map that's probably confusing to most people. It's got an awful lot of information on here. But basically what this is a map of the expected winds today. And this is starting at 7 o'clock this morning, which is almost current. But this area right here, this would be the Cajon Pass right through here. This would be the lee side of the San Bernardino and San Gabriel Mountains all the way through here. And this is the wind direction by these little arrows. So as you can see, the winds here are gusting anywhere up to 40, 45 miles an hour along the Cajon Pass and the backside of the mountains here out towards the desert side. So we'll go ahead and run forward with these. And it looks like the winds are going to taper off later today. This will be by, say, 5 o'clock tonight. The winds are pretty light. And then overnight, they taper off considerably. This will be for Monday morning. We'll say it's 7 o'clock right here. And the winds down in the Cajon Pass area in the backside of the mountains are anywhere from 10 to 15 miles an hour here. And across our area, they're going to wind down to 5 to 10 miles an hour for most areas. And then we'll progress through the end of the loop here, and this takes us till Monday about 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock. And we got pretty light winds, but they'll be picking up later in the day on Monday through Thursday as it looks now, with the Santa Ana winds developing. So heading down the road a little bit here, we'll check out this map. And this is kind of gives you the wind direction as well as the anomaly of the temperature, if you will. Currently, we're in the green here, which is fairly cool. Obviously, if you go outside, it's cold this morning. But as we head towards the holiday weekend, or holiday week, you can see this area of high pressure building. And this is much warmer temperatures than average. And also, this is the wind direction that's going to be coming across here. This will be for early Monday morning. We'll head up to about, we'll say 5 o'clock on Monday. We've got quite a bit of warming that has occurred due to this area of high pressure out here. The Great Basin up here is going to have a surface high with upper level support. So we're going to have some offshore winds blowing right straight out of the Great Basin, right straight across Southern California here. And again, out on the south and west side of our mountains, as the winds blow, it'll be warming the temperatures into the 80s, upper 70s and low 80s for the San Bernardino Valley and Riverside and Palm Springs areas. We head up here till 5 o'clock on Tuesday, and you can see this is considerably warmer than normal out here. There's the area high pressure right here. And it's going to be pretty warm. We're still going to be having those offshore winds. This will be for Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And it just continues to go right on through. We'll take it out till Thursday at 5 o'clock. And we're going to be... This is an anomaly of heat. So we're going to be substantially warmer than normal out along the coast. And the winds are still going to be coming out of the north and northeast. So you can expect to see windy weather, 10 to 15 miles an hour across the mountains and along the front country in the canyons and up along the ridges, but mainly in the canyons, Waterman Canyon and bottom of 330 and whatever. It's going to be really windy, so we're thankful that we had all this rain. Otherwise, we'd be looking at a critical fire danger. But due to the high moisture content from all these recent rains, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. So one last look at the 500 millibar chart, 1000 to 500 millibar chart. This is kind of an interesting chart. It has a lot of information on it. But we'll just go ahead and run through this one. Starting today. And you can see that mainly the rain down here from this area, low pressure, is going to be going across northern Baja. The rain will be wrapping around and up into Arizona and the southern parts of the desert communities. And we'll just run through the week. This is an area of low pressure that'll be passing across in the Pacific Northwest, but won't have really any effect here in Southern California. This is the 1024 millibar high over the Great Basin, and that'll be bleeding off down here into Southern California. As we go through the week, here's the ridge that's going to be over us, warm temperatures. This will be for Thursday, and then things start to change potentially as we head into the 1st of December. Sunday and Monday on the long range chart here, they're forecasting a cold storm to arrive at the end of the weekend after Thanksgiving Day. This is going to be questionable as to what happens with this. It's definitely going to be cold. Here's a 540 line, runs all the way down here across Southern California. The question is whether or not this low is going to be tracking on an inland track, or some of the models are bringing it more along the coast out here. And so depending on where this thing actually tracks will have all the have everything to do with where we what kind of snow and rain we end up with. So an inside slider will just get some snow flurries and won't have much. If it tracks out here over the coast, it'll be picking up moisture, but it'll also warm up some. So there's a lot of questions towards the end of next week, but for now, we're going to have a really nice week, and that's it for me. I won't do another video like this for a few days, so this is going to be it. I'll give you the whole week's rundown. I've gone on way too long. Anyways, that's it. Have a good day. We'll catch you later. It's Ron at Lake Raggy weather, and enjoy. Have a nice Thanksgiving.